This is the assignment. Pay attention. It will be hard to follow along, so I suggest get the mindset, pay attention, and just you'll be able to do it on your own as well. So I'm going to call this stock price. No, I'm going to call it portfolio. So what I'm doing is I'm grabbing the current stock price to update our portfolio. And I'll open up that Excel spreadsheet real quick. And you will all download this from Learning Suite and have this spreadsheet, and you can just save it wherever. I saved it on my desktop to access that. And Excel's taking a while to open. Anyways, as Excel goes to open, I'm going to write in flowchart, put that activity in the center. And so this is the spreadsheet we're working with. We want to grab the ticker symbol and then update column D with the current stock price. And hopefully we have a good total at the end of our portfolio. And we're grabbing it from this website, marketwatch.com, investing stock, and then after the stock goes the ticker. Anyways, what I first want to do is I want to use Excel. The first activity, if you're using Excel, you have to use application scope. Yeah, I got to do this a little quicker. Use Excel application scope. Then in here you have to select the Excel document you wish to extract the data from. I'm grabbing it from portfolio. And then in portfolio, I'm going to read cell. And I'm going to do this the long way so you see how it is. And on sheet 1A2, this is just so you guys have a better idea conceptually. I'm going to have to come back and change this to do a loop. But I'm going to grab A2, I'm going to open up my properties, I'm going to create a variable. Whatever's in A2 is going to come out as ticker. Control K creates variable right there, so click on that, Control K, hit enter. It creates a variable called ticker. Now what I want to do is go to that variable and have the scope be not specific to this do box, but to the entire flowchart, so I can call it later on within the entire flowchart. So there's the ticker, and then once I grab that, I want to go to that marketwatch.com website. And so I'll do open browser, drag and drop, and then right here, insert URL here. That's going to take me to it. That's fine. I just need the text, really.
If your default browser is Edge, you'll need to choose a browser. Edge and UiPath do not get along. They do not get along.
Yeah, so default browser will likely be Internet Explorer. The new versions of UiPath will hopefully make it so Edge will work. But as you can see, I pasted the URL plus ticker, and that will take me straight to where I want to go. So I'm going to open up Internet Explorer and paste that value. And then SYMC was where I was going. And as that loads, what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract the text in a specific box, the current stock price. And so I'm going to do a get text activity, drag it in here, and I'm going to indicate element inside browser. Now, by now, we want Internet Explorer open. Now, this is the current stock price right here. I want to get that. So I click indicate element inside browser, and that is still loading. I don't know why it's taking a while, but I'm kind of, well, let me open it up in Chrome real quick. I think I practiced this in Chrome. As you can see, browsers might have an issue. SYMC. I typed it twice. Sorry, I think I need to update my computer. I saw a notification this morning. Hopefully I'll do that next time so it doesn't run so slowly. But once we're here, we grab that stock price, or I don't want to blame it on the Wi-Fi, but all right. So then let's do the get text. And you can see these little boxes that it can find. Click on the stock price. Wow, this is really going slow. And then what this text is, I want to go to the properties and call that Control K price. So it creates a variable called price. Go back to the variables down here in the do box and put that scope to be flowchart. And then we're going to quickly go and update that in our Excel document. So Excel application scope, drag it to the bottom, specify the file again, it's the portfolio one, desktop, and then we're going to write to D2, right cell. Drag and drop. Oh, sorry. There's two different write cells. Get the one that's specific to Excel. In sheet 1, D2. And then we're going to put the variable price right there. And so, now that can update the price. Once we get to this spot, we want to have it go to the next one and go in a circle. So we have a decision that we need to come up to. Type in flow decision, drop it to the bottom, and what I want to do is go back to the top Excel application scope. We're going to want to read the cell below A2, and that one is A3. So type in A3 right there, and then we're going to go over here to the output and call that Control K next row. And then we're going to come back to the decision flow and say in our decision flow the condition next row equals blank. So if the next row, oh, I typed a space. Yeah, good catch, guys. I'm going to do next row equals blank. So if next row equals blank, and then I'm going to have it say you're done. I just remembered next row I did not specify outside of this do activity. So I need to go back, click on it, and specify it to be in the flow chart. So once that's done, it'll be able to run. And I'm just going to put out a message box real quick at this bottom part that says simply in quotes, you're done. Quotes because I'm not calling a variable, it's text. Now, in order to have it go through in a circle, we need A2 to be A3 the next time around, and after that, A3 to be A4. So I'm going to create a variable called X. Well, I'm going to create it down here in variables. I'm going to call X and just call and make that be our value. I'm going to just put it out as a generic type. Generic value right here. And it's within the scope of the flow chart, so I can call it in all of my other ones. I'm going to say assign X to equal X plus 1. Oh. I'm just going to drag this arrow straight to the assign box and put it at the top. Now I also need to say that X starts out as 0 because that's the way it's doing it. Well, let me think about this. No, we're going to have it started as 2 because that's where the first cell is. So X is going to equal 2 right off the bat. We can put in a sign activity, or we can just say, hey, X, we're going to make you equal to 2 right when this starts. So the default value of X is going to equal 2. And now I'm going to come in here, change this, not to be A2, but to be plus X to string, which means grab 2, make it into a text, and merge it to A. So it'll be A2. If you come here, A3, if you do x plus x plus 1, so 2 plus 1 is 3, and you put that out as toString, now this is going to reference, I need to take off the 3, it would reference A33, but now it's going to reference A3. Now we need to go back to where we're going to paste the stock price. We're going to take out 2 and just do plus x dot toString. And then once that's done, we're going to run it. So let's go ahead, just so you guys can see, unable to open market. Just so you guys can see the workbook right here, these current values will change. I'm going to hit F5 or hit the run button. And it's going to open up the website and extract those values.